Respect plus. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm about to record another guide video because I know you guys love my YouTube guides, my TikTok guides. If y'all don't know who I am ProBirch. We about to get lit. About to record all these guides for y'all. Sometimes I make montages, sometimes. Um, but yeah, today in this video, we got a special type of video. This is going to be tips for every 100 elo in ranked, all the way up to diamond. This is going to teach you everything that you actually need to know to hit diamond, because we all know the diamonds love to gatekeep. Everybody at the top loves to gatekeep. But you know what? ProBirch got y'all with the fresh and so clean educational tips. I got y'all. All right, let's pick a map. I'm going to go Mishima Dojo this time. I'll try to switch up the maps for the vids. I promise y'all. I'm not going to choose the same map every vid. All right. Oh, one of my viewers just deleted the game. Great. All right. Anyway, all right. So when you get in the room, of course, we're going to do all this. Copy those settings, and we're going to do this. But before we do this, we're going to move the bot here. Okay, and position reset when grounded. Change it back to me. And we'll do this. All right. So the first elo we're going to start at is 1100. I'm going to tell you why. 1100, if you're not 1100, you just got to play the game more. You just don't play the game enough. You just don't. You got to play the game more. So 1100 elo. The first tip is learn how to use your light attacks into your signatures. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look up a terminology guide or something like that. I'm not going to tell you all the basic BS that everybody always says. I'm here to teach you what you actually need to know in order to improve in Brawlhalla. I got y'all. Okay, so when I talk about using your light attacks into your SIGs, right? When you use, so I'm on Sidra right now, right? If you don't know what legend this is Sidra. Sidra has cannon and sword. So something that I would do like regularly would be Enlight into side SIG. That might be a little difficult. So let's do something more easy. We'll go side light into side SIG. That's 22 dodge frames, so it's a pretty long combo, a pretty long string. But in Silver, I mean, people aren't really doing much other than jumping. A very easy one, side light into end sig, on Sidra. You just go to the side, light attack, right? Light attack into neutral sig, right? Every legend has moves like this, but you really want to get in the habit of using them, because in Silver, people aren't really dodging. They don't really understand how to play the game, including you. So really, all of your damage is going to come from hitting one of these moves, and then using a signature afterwards, right? So really get on your legend, start using your light attacks, right? Use your different light attacks, see what they all do, and then once you see where they hit, you can use your heavy attacks, right? Your signature moves, and then you can start experimenting and seeing what works with these moves, right? You can also go backwards with this too. If you run forwards, a little bit, you can go backwards with that too, but whatever legend you like playing, play that legend and really use your SIGs and see where they all hit. All right. I could give y'all some free game, but this side light into neutral SIG is some free game. I have a little bit of extra time until the next segment, so yeah, just use your SIGs. Okay, use your light attacks into your SIGs. Okay. All right. Thank you. Next, we have 1200 elo. What do you need to do in this elo to get better? Okay, the number one tip, my chat and I agreed, learn how to recover back to stage. Okay, now when I say recovering back to stage, right, when you fall off the stage, you're not just doomed to death. you can actually get back by saving your what are called your recovery options. Okay, so let's say I get hit down all the way down here. I'm like red health. I'm like beat red. It seems like I'm not gonna get back, right? When you leave the ground, you have two jumps. You have a recovery, which is just your heavy attack in the air. You have to hold either up or to the side. Um, but yeah, so you can hold up or to the side, right? This is your called your recovery, right? So you press jump, jump, recovery, right? And then after you have all that, you also have your dodge. So in the air, presumably, if you jump off the ground, right? You jump off the ground, you get one, two. Oops. You jump off the ground, you get one, two. Then you get recovery and you get dodge. Presuming you don't press anything right after they hit you, you can come back from pretty far just by using these four options, right? You getting back to stage is you preserving these options, right? When you get hit, right? Let's say Thea hits me. You don't just want to immediately just start jumping like this. You don't want to immediately just do that, right? If you get hit off stage, right? Wait a second. Maybe use a jump. Maybe use a recovery. Maybe get back to wall. Okay, and then maybe come back low. Okay, but mashing your options or pressing them too quickly will make it so that you don't have a chance of getting back to stage. Now, in this elo at 1200, this will probably get you up to the next elo alone, just by knowing this. So I'm so serious. This will probably get you up to 1300, right? Of course, you need some other things to learn, including the last tip I gave at 1100. But this is very important to know, right? Same thing on stage too. Using our options like this, right? Knowing what options you have on the stage at any given scenario is also very important, right? Especially when you're trying to kill people at the top. You want to know what you have. Okay, that is the tip for 1200. Next, we have 1300. What do you need to do in 1300 to progress to the next elo? Well, the number one tip, pick a main. Now, I know you've heard this a billion times. Everybody says it. Pick a main, da 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 da. Like, you're going to get better on one legend than playing a bunch. But look, it really is that important. Picking a main will allow you to understand that character deeper than if you play a bunch of characters at a surface level understanding. And it goes deeper, okay? You don't have to play the same legend for more than a month. You can pick one legend and say, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to suck it up. I'm going to play this legend. And even if I don't like it, I'll play it for a full month. And if that doesn't work, we'll switch to another one. Because that's what I did. That's what I did. Except I did it for a full ranked season. I never really ran into a situation that I didn't like what I was playing, except for like Lin Fei. Never again will I main Lin Fei ever. Since Gold, I will never main Lin Fei again. It's just not my cup of tea, right? But what I did right was um I would go into the ranked season. I would say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna pick one legend. I'm gonna pick one legend. And I'm gonna play this legend for the entire season, and I did it. I did it like a lot actually when I was in Gold. That's why I discovered Canon when I was Gold. I might not have played Canon until I hit Diamond, or before I hit Diamond. But yeah, picking a main is very important, right? Learn the true combos, learn the signatures, learn all the silly little tech, right? For example, on Sidra, if I go too low, I can use that gravity cancel down sig to get back to the stage. It works a lot. It works a lot. Okay, against better players, it doesn't work very much. But if I drop down too low, I can just use this to get back. And a lot of legends have this. A couple legends have this stuff. Like even Thea. Even Thea has let me show you on her lance. On Thea's lance, She has this sig, the her also her end sig, this one. So just pick a main, guys. Pick a main, please. All right, next 1400 elo. What do you need to learn in 1400 elo to progress to the next section? Well, honestly, start thinking. That's it. Start thinking. And I know, I know this, I know this really sounds kind of, what the hell do you mean? Of course, I'm obviously thinking. You're not. Okay? You're not. Now, I usually like to teach the more difficult concepts first. Yes, thinking in Brawlhalla is a difficult concept because up until this point, you have looked at your screen, rationalized some inputs that seem to be working, and over time you've accumulated this muscle memory. Now, how do I know that you have this muscle memory? Well, watch back any of your gameplay, and I promise you, you will see a lot of missed attacks. You'll see a lot of random button presses. You'll see a lot of that type of stuff, right? You'll see a lot of it. You probably jump off stage a lot, especially if you are at this elo watching this right now. You definitely do this. You jump off stage a lot. You do this a lot, right? And those are all bad options, right? Those are all things you don't want to be doing. And the reason why I say start thinking is because every move that you throw out, every dash, every jump, every move, everything needs to have a reason. It needs to have a reason. You can't just jump into it and say, "Well, you know what? I'm just going to press this option because it looks kind of mediocrely okay." All right? And you're probably not even thinking that far, to be honest. So, what I want you to do to practice thinking in game, go into a game and look at your character. Every time you throw out an attack, why did I throw that out? Why did that come out? Why did I miss? Why did I hit them? Okay? And then after you've absolutely gotten slaughtered in that game that you just played, because let's face it, let's face it, this is very hard to implement within like a week. Like you need at least a week to really start gaining sentience, as I like to call it, gaining sentience and using your options really selectively, right? And in this elo, of course, you're not going to be like, I'm not saying like be a stellar player or anything, but if you learn this now, you're not going to have to learn it later. You're not going to have to like be like all the other 1700s that just like smack their foreheads against the keyboard, right? You're going to be better than that. You're going to already have that foundation there. I have multiple people that have hit diamond from this same teaching that I'm giving you right now. Okay. So I promise you it works. I promise. Start thinking. You're going to lose a lot. You will lose a lot. I'm going to say it again. You will lose a lot.
Huh?
I know. I know. It sucks. Losing sucks. But you know what? If you're going to get better at this game, you have to lose a lot. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the video. I appreciate all y'all for joining me. This was a good video, bro. I really hope you learned something from this. If you have any suggestions, any tips, if you're a diamond and you're watching this, put some tips down in the comments, man. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just like hate on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I'm not like a crazy good player at this game, but if you hit diamond, man, a lot of people want to hit diamond. I don't know, man. A lot of people just really want to hit diamond. So I'm here to help you get there. And a lot of the time I end up coaching people and they end up getting like way better than me. So yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, but you already know what time it is, man. Let's go. Respect plus. All right, guys, I'm off this. Peace.